Hi guys, Hannah here. Are you ready for your core blast? We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to be on the floor the whole time actually, and all you need is yourself and a mat. So, we're going to take a seated position for me. I'm just going to get into that breathing first. So I want you to round over those bent legs for me. Legs can be as wide apart as feels comfortable for you. And I want you to take a nice deep inhale through our nose and exhale through the mouth. And again, take a nice deep breath into the nose. And let the breath out through pursed lips for me. And one for the road. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Let that breath out. Good. Come all the way up. And go ahead as we hold onto the back of those legs for me. Roll back down in a rounded position. Really think about rounding from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Relax our shoulders back and down for me. Now maybe we stay here. Maybe we bring our arms forward. Maybe we float those legs together and in tabletop. Either way, lower the arms down and start pumping from those shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really tuck that tail for me. Good. Keep those legs squeezed together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 32, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep rounded in that spine, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Hug the legs, lower all the way back down. So good. Nice. Now, scoot your bum forward. Make sure you've got plenty of room behind us. We're going to go into roll like a ball. So remember, really using your abs as the accelerator and the brake. Holding onto the back of the legs, all those ankles. Feet are a little Pilates V apart. Hover those feet up off the floor. Round that spine. Remember, you're going to be able to roll a lot better with a rounded spine. Inhale to roll back. And exhale as we come up, hovering those feet again. Inhale and exhale. Good. Making sure that back is rounded at all times, not using those legs as a kicking device. Good. Keep looking towards the navel. And last one, we come all the way up. Hold on to the back of the legs as we transition all the way down. And go ahead, just use more of the mat for me. Get comfortable. Well, I use the word comfortable very loosely. Center yourself top to bottom, side to side for me. Arms are down by our side. Let's bring one leg up into tabletop and let's bring the other leg up into tabletop for me. So I want you to think about grounding that spine down into that mat. We're taking a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to lift the tailbone and bring the knees to that forehead for me. And again, we go ahead. We have 6. Perfect. 5, exhaling as we lift. And 4, not using those legs as momentum. And 3. And 2. Last one, ground the tailbone down. Dip our right toe down on an inhale and exhale to lift. And our left toe and lift. Now the whole time we're doing this, the upper body is completely unchanged. So we're not thinking about being cramped in the collarbone area. We want nice broadness. We have 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now can we combo those last 2 moves? We do 1 reverse curl, 1 toe dip on the right, 1 on the left, and again, exhale, and lower, and right, and left. Now as we do our reverse curl, the upper body is staying completely still, so we're not curling in that upper body as well. Good. And we have 3 more for me, keeping that back nice and anchored whilst we come down to those toe dips. And 2 more. And 1 more. And we dip and dip. Hug those legs in for me. Rock a little bit from side to side. we're going to come onto a side propped position. So once we're up into our prop position, you can absolutely do this on your elbow. I'm going to do this on my hand. My bottom knee is going to be bent for me. My top leg is going to be extended. From here, we go ahead. We have our arm just by our side, just relaxed by our side. We're going to lift our hip up and we're going to reach our arm and our leg and lower everything back down. And again, we reach everything up and lower back down. Now, whether your hand or your elbow is underneath of you, I want you to make sure that it's directly underneath of that shoulder for me. So we're in a really strong position. We have 3 more here. Good. And 2 more stacked in our hips and our shoulders. And last one for me. And lower back down. Come ahead and come back onto that back for me. Centering ourselves top to bottom, side to side. Go ahead. Squeeze our legs together and let our legs drop over to that left side. From here, bring your fingertips by our temples, elbows are out nice and wide. Take a nice inhale, squeezing the legs together. We're exhaling as we're curling up, and we're inhaling to lower. We have 7, so we're really getting into that oblique, that was just being worked in that side plank position. Good. Now, if we can, keep those knees together and keep the knees and the hips facing towards that left side for me. Now remember guys, as easy as it is to become, this is not a neck exercise, okay? Good, we have 3, and 2, and last one, and lower down. Go ahead, bring our legs back through center for me, situate ourselves, reaching our arms overhead. Now, from here, I'm going to take a nice deep breath in, and as I exhale, with my legs squeezed together, I'm curling up and I'm cocooning everything in and controlling everything back out whilst my ribs stay tucked. Again, we go ahead. Exhale, cocooning, and inhale, control, making sure that back doesn't have that little mouse hole underneath as we extend. Again, we have 4, and reaching and getting long, and 3 more, good, and 2 more, nice and controlled, and last one, and lower back down, perfect. Now, bring our fingertips to our temples, this time our legs together, they drop over to our right side. Take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, curl up and over, try and keep those legs squeezed together. For 7, good, and 6, we're working our way back in reverse, and 5 more, keeping our neck slightly tucked. 4, and 3, gazes forward, and 2, and 1, and go ahead. And now I'm going to have my back to you just for 2 seconds, so you know having a cup of tea there. Hand or shoulder, elbow or hand directly underneath of that shoulder for me. Top leg is nice and long, bottom leg is bent. We lift the hip as we reach the arm and the leg, and we lower everything down with control. And again, reaching both for me, and lowering back down with control. And we have 5, and lowering it back down. And 4, always about control, guys. And 3 is our shoulder still away from our ear. And 2, and last one for me, and lower all the way down. Go ahead, control ourselves back onto our back for me. Extend our arms nice and long, our legs are going to be nice and long. And then from here, let's lift our opposite arm and opposite leg up. So make sure those ribs are tucked, make sure that back is connected to that ground. Inhale to prepare, exhale, left arm, right leg comes up to reach, and lower back down, opposite side, right leg, left arm, and lower down. Again, we have 5. Beautiful. And 4. Nice and controlled. And 3. And 2. And 1. And lower down. Arms are still overhead. Lift the arms up just a couple of inches for me. Inhale as our arms come up. We're going to do our first roll up. Exhale as we dive up and over. Trying to get our arms parallel to the floor and our ears between our arms. Rolling down for 6. Squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale as our arms come up. Exhale, it's like that tug of war. Arms want to come forward, belly button wants to come back. And rolling down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our arm ribs still tucked. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as we round. Imagine you've got a seatbelt on that you're recoiling over. And go ahead, come all the way up. Perfect. Let's swing our legs around so we're coming into that quadruped position. Now, our left knee is going to stay bent. Our right leg is going to go ahead and extend. This is what I call a little scorpion kick. So we're going to go ahead. We slightly come forward into that half kneeling position as we bring that knee to that elbow and we reach back. So see, my hands are slightly staggered. And again, we have 8. Beautiful. And 7. My left hand is slightly in front of my right. And good, you got it. Again, keep shoulders out of our ears for me. Making sure that as our hips come down, we're not dumping into our lower back. We have 3. Good. And 2. And last one. Coming on back, lower it down, switch hands. Right hand comes slightly forward, left hand is underneath the shoulder. Go ahead and keep our right knee down as we extend our left leg. From here, we rock forward as our elbow comes to our knee comes to our elbow, and we bring it back. And again, knee to the elbow, and reach back. And we have another 6. Good. And 5. Keeping our shoulders out of our ears and our shoulder blades slightly together. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one for me. Lower everything down. Bring our hands underneath of our shoulders. Our knees underneath of our hips. Tuck our tailbone. Lower back, mid back, upper back. Chin, look towards that tummy button. And untucking from our tail all the way to the crown of our head, looking to that wall ahead. And again, we tuck and we round, look towards that navel. And untucking from our tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Bring that body straight for me. And come all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. And those lovely words you look forward to, you my darlings, are all done. I will see you next time.